Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Have you ever stopped to think about the place you call home? Not just your specific house, but the very concept of a house itself? Where did it come from? How did we go from seeking shelter in caves to building the incredible variety of homes we see around the world today? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into. We're going on a fascinating journey through time to uncover the origins of the house. It all starts with a basic human need: shelter. Our earliest ancestors, nomadic hunter-gatherers, didn't build permanent homes. They were constantly on the move, following herds and seasons. Their houses were temporary and natural: caves, rock overhangs, or simple shelters made from branches and leaves. Think of it like a prehistoric campsite. These spots offered protection from predators, rain, and the harsh sun. The key here was convenience and immediate safety, not comfort or permanence. The world was their home, and they simply found a safe corner in it when they needed to rest. But then, something revolutionary happened. The agricultural revolution, around 10,000 BC. Humans began to cultivate crops and domesticate animals. This was a massive game changer. For the first time, people didn't need to roam to find food. They could stay in one place. And if you're staying in one place, you need a more permanent, reliable place to live. This is the moment the idea of a house, as we know it, truly began to form. These first permanent settlements weren't fancy, but they were a huge leap forward. Early farmers started building structures using whatever materials were readily available. In the Middle East, where agriculture first blossomed, they used mud and clay. They would mix mud with straw, form it into bricks, and let them bake in the sun. This created sturdy, well-insulated walls. You can still see this ancient technique, known as adobe or mud brick construction, in many parts of the world today. These early houses were often simple, single-room structures, sometimes clustered together for community and defense. Life was communal, and the home was the center of this new, settled existence. Now, let's hop over to different parts of the globe, because geography plays a huge role in how houses developed. In forested regions of Europe and Asia, wood was the building material of choice. Early builders became master carpenters, developing techniques like post and beam construction. They created longhouses, large wooden structures that could house an entire extended family or even a whole village under one roof. These buildings were a testament to community living, with shared fires and living spaces. The design was practical, keeping everyone warm and safe through long, cold winters. Meanwhile, in other climates, people got even more creative. On the grassy plains where trees were scarce, some cultures, like those on the Eurasian steppe, perfected mobile homes. The yurt, a circular tent made of felt or skins stretched over a wooden frame, was an engineering marvel. It was light enough to be transported by pack animals, but strong enough to withstand fierce winds and cold. It was the perfect solution for a semi-nomadic lifestyle, allowing people to move with their herds across vast grasslands. This shows that even with a move towards settlement, mobility was still key for some cultures. Let's not forget about stone. In places with an abundance of rock, like parts of Scotland or Peru, people built incredibly durable stone houses. Think of the ancient village of Skara Brae in Scotland, a Neolithic settlement where stone houses, complete with stone furniture, have survived for over 5,000 years. These structures show an incredible understanding of masonry and a desire to build something that would truly last for generations. Building with stone was labor-intensive, but the result was a fortress-like home that offered unparalleled protection and permanence. As societies grew more complex, so did their houses. The rise of ancient civilizations like Egypt, Greece, and Rome brought new innovations. The wealthy built elaborate villas with multiple rooms, courtyards, and even running water. The Romans, in particular, were master engineers. They perfected the use of concrete and the arch, allowing them to build larger and more complex structures, including multi-story apartment buildings called insulae, for the urban population. For the first time, a clear distinction emerged between the homes of the rich and the poor, reflecting the growing social hierarchy. Your house became a symbol of your status. This trend continued through the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. Castles weren't just homes for lords, they were military fortresses. Meanwhile, the average person's home in a growing town was often a simple timber-framed house, perhaps with a shop on the ground floor and living quarters above. Space was tight in walled cities, so people started building upwards, leading to the charming, sometimes crooked houses we still see in old European towns. The materials remained local: wood, stone, thatch, but the designs were adapting to new urban lifestyles. The Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries was another massive turning point. Factories brought mass production of building materials like bricks, glass, and steel. Railroads could transport these materials anywhere. Suddenly, you didn't have to build with only what was in your backyard. This led to more standardized housing, like the iconic terraced houses in Britain, built to house the growing population of factory workers. New technologies like central heating and indoor plumbing began to appear, drastically changing the definition of comfort. The modern home, with its focus on privacy and individual family units, was born. In the 20th and 21st centuries, the evolution has only accelerated. Architects and designers began experimenting with new styles and materials: concrete, steel frames, and vast panes of glass. We saw the rise of the suburban single-family home, the sprawling city skyscraper, and a growing interest in sustainable and eco-friendly building. Today, we have everything from tiny homes and 3D printed houses to smart homes controlled by our voices. The fundamental need for shelter remains, but how we meet that need is constantly being reimagined. So from a simple cave to a smart home, the story of the house is the story of humanity. It's a story of innovation, adaptation, and our enduring quest for a place to call our own. The next time you walk through your front door, take a moment to appreciate the thousands of years of history and human ingenuity that led to the comfortable, safe space you call home. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey through architectural history. I hope you found it as fascinating as I do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next exploration. What part of housing history do you find most interesting? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time.